Hello folks, this is Tom Martin. This is my lottery strategy game, Decoding the Powerball. I'm updating and picking my numbers for the drawing on June 10th, 2017. I have 7 strategies with my game Decoding the Powerball. So strategy number 1, the game card color code. Okay, so here's the game card. If you've never seen my videos before, the game card represents all 69 white balls in the Powerball lottery. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is go up to the Powerball homepage and find out what the numbers were. So there are 5, 21, 57, 66, and 69. Okay, so basically what I do to update this is I put it over in this list first, so you can see that I already put the numbers here and I put the color code to it to save time. So it was 2 red, 2 purple, and a green. Okay, so that's 3 colors total. So I put 3 here. So the first thing I do is I go up to the color code drawings and I make this 137. And over here at the 3 colors, I make it 77. Okay, so out of 137 drawings, 77 have been 3 colors. 53 have been 4 colors. Okay, so now I transfer this list over to here. And the reason why I do that, because this is my color code right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is erase all the colors and start from scratch. Okay, so the red numbers are here, the orange here, and you can see that I add more and more colors, okay, like more green, more blue, more orange, and red. Okay, and the reason why is because I have to account for the colors that are already on the board. So I'm going to start with 5, 21, 57, 66, 69, 3, 9, 21, it's already taken, 41, 54, 4, 33, 39, 46, and 60 are all red numbers. So I color them red. And now I count them up. So I got 3, and 3 is 6, 4 is 10, and 4 is 14. So I'll put that right here. 14. And now I'll go off to the orange numbers. Okay, so I want to point out this 66 and this 8. Okay, so basically what this is that the 8 shares this square with the 66. And basically all I do, folks, is I just keep track of groups of numbers. Okay, so the more you watch the video, the more it will make sense to you. Okay, so off to the orange numbers here. Okay, so it was 5. That's already gone. And now it's off to 10. So the reason why I put more orange and more green than the red is because of this 5, how it's already taken. So I need to account for that. Okay, so 10, 28, 55, 67. I think the 11's here anyways. 28, 32. 33 is taken, 38, 62, 5, 22, 45, 47, 54 is taken, 4, 11, I already marked, 39, taken, 45 and 48, and that's it for the orange numbers. So I got 4 and 2 is 6, 2 is 8, and 4 is 12. So that doesn't change. Okay, so I think you guys get the drift on what's going on here. I'll do this one row of green. Okay, so it was 17, 20, 32, taken 63, and 68. Okay, so I'm going to do the rest on my own here just to save time on video. Okay, so I finished things up. So I got 14 red, 12 orange, 16 green, 14 blue, and 13 purple. Okay, so usually all 5 colors usually don't come up. So I usually try to predict what color won't be coming up, and I eliminate that off of the game card. But it's too hard to predict. The only thing I will predict is that there's going to be 4 colors again. So off to the next strategy. Strategy number 2, the individual numbers. Okay, so here in the individual numbers, the first thing that I do is I paste in the winning numbers. Okay, so they were 5, 21, 57, 66, 69. Okay, so now I put a number in of how many groups it hit. Okay, so 5's a group, 21's a group, 57's a group, and 66 and 69 are one group. Okay, so that was 4 groups that hit. Okay, and now I'm gonna put them in. So the master is up here. So here's the 69. So I'm gonna mark this right here. I'm gonna mark it purple because the 69 is purple from the color code. Okay, and then next is the 66, and that was green. So mark that in. Okay, then the 57 was purple. And then the 5 and the 21 were both red. So I'll mark those in as well. Okay, so here's the 5 and the 21. Okay, so you can see that I mark things up every 5 drawings. Okay, and so the reason is because I just want to see what's going on every 5 drawings. Okay, so now we're off to the new 5 here. So the first thing that I like to do is see how many hits there have been in the last 5 in that row. And I'll show you what I mean here. Okay, so I look down here and I see that there wasn't a hit, and now there was a hit right here. Okay. And then I count how many there was. There's 1, 2, and then there was a miss. Okay, so I'll go through that, and I'll see, like this one right here in the 30s, there was a hit. Okay, 4 in a row, 5 in a row. So I just think that there won't be one here because there's been 5 in a row already. Okay, so I'm going to predict that no 30 numbers will come up. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate the 30 numbers off of the game card. Okay, so the first thing I did so far was I updated the date for the game card. Okay, so it's all set for June 10th, 2017. Okay, so I said that I was going to eliminate the 30 numbers. Okay, so there they are. I just taking them off the game board. So again, the game card represents all 69 numbers of the white balls. Okay, so when I mark one of these off, when I block it off, that means that I don't believe that it's going to come up in this drawing. Okay, so off to the next strategy. Strategy number 3, the 50-50 picks. Okay, so here I am in the 50-50 numbers. Okay, so the first thing that I do to update this is I'll insert a row. Okay, so then I'll find out what the numbers were. 5, 21, 57, 66, 69. 4 odd numbers, 1 even. So I'm going to write down here 4, 1. Drawing count is now 175. And the odds won the majority, so it's up to 87 now. Okay, so now what I do is, since this is the end of 5 drawings, put a cap up here. Okay, and now I'll see what it was. Okay, so the majority was odd numbers. Okay, then won the majority 3-2. Okay, so now I'll make this red. Make it stand out. Okay, so now we'll see what the it was odds, evens. Okay, so now I take a look at things and I try to predict what's going to happen in the future here. Okay, so for this drawing, I don't know. Not sure what it's going to be. So hopefully I'll have something else that will give me something that will help me make a guess. Okay, so for the highs and low here, this is the low numbers in blue. It was 521.66, so there's 3 there. And the 69 and 57 were high. So there's 2, 3 low. Majority won it, so 89 to the low. Okay, so I'll mark these up real quick. Okay, so the majority was low, 3 to 2. Okay, so now I'll just mark it blue and bold it up. You can see what this one looks like real quick. Okay, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, low. Okay, so I don't know. I'm going to predict that the majority for the next one will be high because, you know, they're just staying right around each other. So this has moved away by 3, and now I think that the high numbers will come around. Okay, so when I pick my next numbers, I think that the majority of them will be in this red area. Okay, so off to the next one, left and right. Okay, so again, it was 521.66.69 in the blue. Okay, the right side, and the 57 in the left. So I got 4 to the right side, and I'll mark this up right now, 88. So I'll color this blue, bold. Okay, so now put a cap on it here. So the majority was over to the left side, 3 to 2. Just color this red real quick. Okay, and I'll see what's going on. So it's left, right, left, right, right, left, 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 left. Okay, so you can see what's happening in the past. So now I'm gonna try to predict the future. Okay, so I think that it's gonna stay to the right side. Okay, and we'll see what happens. Okay, last one is the blue and red area. Okay. So it was 521.66.57 in the blue and 69 in the red. So I had 1 in the red, 4 in the blue. I'll change this down real quick. Okay. So the majority was red. 4 to 1. Put a cap on this real quick. Okay, so I'm just going to color this red. We'll see what happened here. Okay, so it's been red 3 times, then a blue, then red, red. Red has, you know, you can see the majority of red. And of course that's really reflected up here. Okay, so one last thing was the Powerball. The Powerball was 13. I'm going to put that right here, 13. And now it's should be blue. And that should be red. So change this to blue. Okay, so right here means low, 1 to 13. Red means odds. Okay, so I'll let you take a look at this. Okay, so that's what's going on with the Powerball. I think that it's going to jump back to red here. Okay, so I think it's going to go high, and I think it's going to go even. Okay, so that's it for the 50-50 numbers. So it's off to the next strategy. Okay, so off to the next strategy. Strategy number 4, picking the numbers I hope will miss from group 1. Okay, so this is my group 1 numbers, and basically I divided the 69 white numbers into 4 separate groups. Okay, so you're looking at it saying, well, I see 64 numbers. Where's the 69? Well, the 66 and the 8 share this square, and the 67 and the 19 share this square. Okay, so if I decide that I don't think that any of the winning Powerballs are going to land in this blue area, then I'll eliminate this blue area off of the game card. Okay, and when I do that, I'm going to eliminate this 8 and the 66 at the same time. So I'll show you how things work. All right, how I update things here. Okay. This lags a lot in this group. Okay, so I'll go to the color, the Powerball numbers here. It was 5, 21, 57, 66, 69. So it was 5, 21, 66, 3 in the blue. Okay. 57 and 69. So it was, I had none in the red area. I had 3 in the blue, 1 in the orange, and 1 in the green. Okay, so I'll mark this 0 blue for cold. And I'll mark these things red for hot. Okay, so I'll just move that 9 up here. So what I do now is I count between the zeros here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was a run of 4. Now I'll change this to 39, saying that now there's 39 blue marks here, 39 zeros. Okay, so basically that's how that works. I'll do this one as well. Okay, so again, it was 5, 21 orange, 66 green, 69 orange, and 57 red. So I got 1 red. I got 0 blue. 3 orange. The 5, 21, 69. And I got 1 green, the 66. Okay, so again, I'll mark the hits red. And I'll mark that 0 blue for cold, red for hot, blue for cold. As soon as this lets me, my computer's lagging a lot today. Okay, so again, I'll mark down how many were between here, and it was 4. Okay, and up here, I'll mark it to 36, saying that now there's 36 blue marks. Okay, so I think you get the gist of things. Since my computer is running so slow, I'll do the rest on my own. But if there's 4 red marks in a row here, I'm going to put a row. All right, so that just helps me see what's going on. All right, so well, I'll just try to do this third one here. Again, it was 566 red, so I had 2 red, 1 blue, and 2 green, no orange. So I'll go red. Actually, that was 2 red. And again, my computer's moving way too slow here, so I'm going to end it here. I'll finish things up and show you the results when it's done. Okay, so I left off at number 3. You can see that the orange missed, okay, and number 4, the green missed twice in a row. So I'm thinking that when I come to pick my numbers, after I eliminate all the numbers I'm going to eliminate off the game card, I'll come back to this and I'll look at this green and see what green numbers are left, because probably one of these green numbers will be coming up in the next drawing here, along with the red one as well here. So red missed again, green missed again, number 6, number 7 red missed. My last prediction, I predicted that there was going to be a row here at number 8, and it happened. I just didn't pick the right combination. So here's another row. Here's one that has a good possibility of doubling up as well. Okay, because here's a double up row here, and there's a bunch of singles. Okay, so this might be a row. So when I pick my numbers, I want them to hit all 4 of these color combinations here. So number 10, red was a miss. 11, blue was a miss. 12, red was a miss. 13, red was a miss. 14, red and blue were a miss. Okay, and 15, I said that I thought there was going to be a row here as well in my last drawing. So again, I just didn't pick the right combination. So this is a overview of all 15 option cards. So there were 7 zeros or misses in the red groups, 3 in the blue, 1 in the orange, and 2 in the green. Okay, so I add these up, and the total was 13. So you can see I just tried to predict when there's going to be a high number or a low number. Okay, so it's too hard to make a prediction for this week. Okay, but what I think is going to happen is I think that there's going to be a blue number right here. Okay, so that means that there's going to be a lot of misses. So basically how this works is that if there's 4 or less zeros, then I color this red for hot. If there's 5 or more zeros, then I color it blue for cold. So now I just try to predict where this blue mark is going to come up, and I think it's going to be in the blue group here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate the 10 and 11 blues, okay, because this one's up to 9, and I just think it's going to miss. And this one over here has a bunch of single zeros to it, okay? So I think it's going to double up like this thing right here, okay? So I'll show you what the pattern looks like, all right? So I already taken it off the game card, and this is what the game card looks like so far, okay? So off to the next strategy. Strategy number 5, picking the numbers I hope will miss from group 2. Okay, so here's the group 2 numbers. Okay, so group 1 was divided into 4 color groups. Group 2 is divided into 8 color groups. So this is really the bread and butter of the system because there's only 5 white winning Powerball numbers. And as you can see, I have 8 groups of colored numbers here. So 3 of these groups won't be able to have a winning Powerball number to it. Okay, so down here is the stats. You can see that it's red, blue, orange, green, purple, brown, gray, yellow. Okay, so I have 15 option cards, and they all look the same like this. Okay, but the groups of numbers are different. Okay, so I'll show you how things work. First, I go to the Powerball, and the Powerball numbers were 5, 21, 57, 66, 69. Okay, so I look at this and it was purple, purple, red, purple, yellow. So I always read things from left to right. So it was red, 3 purple, and 1 yellow. So I'll move down here. So the stats get read left to right and top to bottom. So I'm down here right now. So again, I only had 1 red number. All right. This is the blue section. I had 0 blue. I had 0 orange. 0 green. I had 3 purple. I had 0 brown, 0 gray, and 1 yellow number. That's 66. Okay, so now I count how many columns I hit. So I had 1, 2, 3 columns. All right, and the color code gets the majority. Okay, so if the majority of the numbers is over here on the right side, I color it green. If the majority is over here on the left side, I color it red. So the majority was over on the right side, so I'm going to color this green. Okay, so another thing that I do here is if there's 3 or more hits in here, I'm going to color this red. Okay, so you can see that it is red. Okay, and if there's 3 or more zeros or misses, I color it blue. Just like so. Okay. So I'll get all the misses together here. So there's 4. And there's 4 red marks as well. Okay, so that's how I update things. Now we're on the 35th row. And I just make some lines here for the next drawing. For the next 5. Just like that. Okay, so I'm off to the next one here. Now this one I thought there was going to be a hit, so we'll see what happened. That was the blue. Okay, so the numbers again were 5, 21, 66, 57, 69. Okay, so I was wrong with that guess. So I got 2 red, an orange, a gray, and a yellow. So I come down to the stats again. Put in 2 red. There was 0 blue. There was an orange, that 21. There was no green. There was no purple. There was no brown. There's 1 gray, the 69. And there was 1 yellow, the 57. Okay, so how many columns did it hit? It hit 1, 2, 3, 4. The majority was over here. Okay, 2 red and 1 orange. So I'm going to color this red. Okay, I'll get rid of this. I was wrong. So I got 4 here. So that's red, 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 and red. Okay, so I got 4 red and 4 blue. Okay, so I write that down over here. I only count the red marks, okay? So there's been 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 4, okay? Another 5 is due to hit at some point here, okay? So keep an eye on that. So I'll just make my columns again. And now I'm ready for the next 5. Okay, so I'll take a look at this. Also, I like to put a tint to this, okay? I'll put a red tint. Just like this, and over here I'll put another red tint, only because the majority is 3 red over 2 green, okay? So that just helps me see what the majority is just by looking at it real quick. Okay, so I like to look at things, and I'll move on to the next one here. Okay, so I thought there was going to be a hit here in the brown and the hit in the yellow, so we'll see what happened. Okay, so I got 5 and 21 brown, 66 purple, 69 red, and 57 purple. So I got red, 2 brown, 2 purple. So red, 1 red, 0 blue, 0 orange, 0 green, 2 purple, 2 brown, 0 gray, 0 yellow. Okay, so got 1 correct, 1 wrong. Okay, so how many did they hit? How many columns? 1, 2, 3. And the majority was on the green side. It was on the right side, so I colored it green. Okay, so I'll just get rid of these real quick. Alright, so what do I got? I got, there's 1, 2, 3, and that's it. So that means there was 5 of these blue marks. Okay, so I'll put 3 over here. Okay, so basically how this works is when you're trying to eliminate numbers, you try to guess where the 0 is going to be. Again, there's going to be at least 3 of them. Okay? So that's the thing. For most of the time, there's usually 4 of them. Okay, so I'll mark my things here, and I'll put a red tint to this. Okay, so just by looking at things here, I'm kind of thinking that this is going to be green down here, all right? So that means I think the majority for this next drawing is going to be over on this right side here, okay? So when I pick my numbers, I want it to be on this this side right here, okay? The purple, brown, gray, yellow. Okay, so basically that's how it works. Again, when you're trying to eliminate numbers, you try to guess where the 0 is going to be, okay? And you just pick 1 0 and move on to the next option card, okay? And then when you eliminate all the numbers you're going to eliminate off of the game card, you come back and you try to pick what numbers are going to come up. Okay, so I'm going to finish this on my own, and I'll show you the results, but I need to save time on the video. Okay, so I'm done updating this. So I left off at number 3. So I'll just go through and I'll show you all 15. You can take a quick look at things. Okay, pause the video if you want to take a longer look at it. But again, basically what you want to do at this point is I'm trying to eliminate numbers that won't be coming up. And so I'm trying to predict where the 0 is going to be. Okay? So also over here, I'm trying to predict where the majority is going to be. Okay? So if the majority is over here on the right side, then that means that only 2 numbers could be over here on the left side. Okay? So that means that at least 2 of these columns will have a 0 to it. All right, so these are the things that help me make a guess on where this 0 is going to be. Okay, so again, just remember that there's going to be 3 zeros here. Most of the time there's 4 zeros. All right, so usually it's a 50-50 guess. Okay, so that means that 4 of these columns are going to hit and 4 of these columns are going to miss. Okay, so again, it's usually a 50-50 guess. Okay, so there's all 15. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is get the group 2 overview. And how I do that is I take a number from each column. So red was 1, blue 0, orange 0, green 0, purple 3, brown 0, gray 0, and yellow 1. Okay, so I'll write that down over here. Okay, so the first one was 1. Blue had a 0. Orange had a 0. Green had a 0. Okay. Purple had a 3. Brown had a 0. Gray had a 0. And yellow had a 1. Okay, so now I do that with all 15 option cards. Okay. So I did it with this red one, all right, and only the red. So it was hit, 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 miss, 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 hit, miss, hit, miss, hit, miss, miss, hit. 8 hits, 7 misses. Okay, so I bring this to the group 2 overview, which is right here, and I'm going to put in the 8 hits, 7 misses. Okay, so Group 1, this is part of Group 1, and it's always lagging, so just wait till those come up. But you can see the other ones here, okay? So since this is 8 or more hits, I color this red over here, okay? So that's what I'll do. I'll just color this red in a second. So you can see the other ones. How blue was 5 and 10. I really thought that was going to be hot. Okay, so you can see that it wasn't. It was way off. It was only 5 hits, 10 misses. So I really got that one wrong here. So I got that all updated. So what I do is over here on the right side, you can barely see it, but it's a 3. Okay, so that I only count the red marks. Okay, so there was 3, and then 4, 5. Okay, so I tried to predict how many red marks will be coming up. All right, and I tried to predict where the misses are going to be. Okay, so if I could predict where the blue spots are going to be, like I think red will be blue. That means that it's going to be a lot of cold. That means that I'm going to pick the zeros out of the red areas here. Okay. So, again, this is the red area right here. So, I'm going to predict that there's going to be a lot of zeros here in these red areas. Okay, so to help me make my guess on where the zero is going to be, I came up with a second view of Group 2. Okay, and that basically what it is looking at this pattern here in this row. Okay, so I'm down here at this row right here, all right, and I want you to take a look at all these hits here, okay? So this is the second view of Group 2. Again, all it is all the history of things, all right? So instead of being read left to right, top to bottom, this one is being read left to right, bottom to top, okay? And if it's a hit, I color it red. And if it's a miss, I color it blue. Okay, so I just want to really simplify things. I just want to know whether it's going to be a hit or a miss. I'm not concerned about what number is actually coming up. I just want to know if this certain group of numbers is going to have a winning Powerball number to it or not. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is make some room here. So I'll add a row. All right. So we'll just open this up a little bit. Okay. So you can see this long line of hits here. Okay, so there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13 hits in a row. So I'm going to predict that it's going to be a miss. All right, so I usually have a marker up here to remind me of which ones I want to eliminate. So I'm going to eliminate this one right here. And I'll reduce this down a little bit so you can see the whole thing. All right. So this is what the history looks like here. Well, maybe that's a little too far. Okay, so I keep track of every 5 drawings here as well. Okay, so the majority was misses, and then it was hot. Okay, so I think that this one up here is probably going to be, the next 5 is probably going to be mostly misses. Okay, so to update this one, I'll bring things back up. Okay, so the last drawing here was a 1. Okay, and that was the 57. So I marked that red for a hit. Okay, and now I'm going to put in, so it was 2 hits, so now I'm up to 15 and 20 blue marks. Okay, so the majority is blue out of this 5. All right, so 1, 2, 3 blue. So I marked this blue because the majority is blue. Okay, so now I marked down the reading left to right here. So it was red, blue, red, red, red. So I'm going to put down a 4, and I'm going to make it red, like so, okay? Because the majority of these 5 going across there was 4 red and 1 blue, okay? So I hope that makes sense to you. All right, so I'll just mark this. Okay, so basically how that works, all right? So that helps me to make a decision on what kind of guess I want to make. So when I think that this is going to miss, I have to come back to the original to find out what group of numbers to eliminate off of the game card. So it's this red area. So I go to the game card. Okay, and I'm going to eliminate these numbers, because I don't think that they're going to come up in the next drawing. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like so far. Okay, so I updated the second view of group 2. So I already eliminated red number 1 here. Okay, so I'll see what else I have. Okay, so I'm going to go with red number 6. So I go to the original group 2. Find number 6, and I'm going to eliminate the red numbers. So 3, 12, 67, 28. $44.51. So I'll block those numbers out. Okay, I'll go back to the original group 2. And I'll look at the second view again. Okay, so I already marked these things up. So I think blue 6 is going to hit. And right now I'm just looking to take away numbers. Okay, so here's the orange and green. Okay, so I think orange 4 is going to hit. Orange 15 I think is going to hit. Green number 6. Okay, green number 7 I think is going to miss. So it's the 49, 68, 51. Okay, so when I eliminate the 68, I eliminate the 58 as well. Again with the 69 and the 53. And that's it. Okay, so I'll go back to the group 2 and the second view of group 2. We'll see what's left. Okay, so that's it for the green. And now it's the purple brown. So I'll see what this has to offer. Okay. There's nothing in the purple. I think brown is all hits here. Yeah, okay. And gray and yellow. I think I have one in gray. Check that out. Okay, number 9 gray I think is going to miss. So again, I go to number 9. In the gray numbers, it's 1067 and 730. So that's gone, that's gone. 730 and 730, that would be gone. Alright, so I'll go back to group 2 in the second view. See what I have in the yellow, just a hit so far. Okay, so that's it for all the ones that I think are going to miss. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like so far. Alright, so now I'm going to go back through and pick the ones that I think are going to hit. Okay, so I'm going off to the next strategy. Okay, so off to strategy number 6, pick the numbers I hope will hit from groups 1 and 2. Okay, so the numbers I'm going to go with here in group 1 is this option card number 4. You can see there was a couple of misses in a row here on the green. So I think one of these green numbers will hit. And I think one of these red numbers will hit over here on option card number 5. Okay, so I'll go to the game card. And basically I already written out the numbers. This is option card number 4 and number 5 right here. So now I'm going to go to group 2 and pick some numbers out of that. Okay, so the first one I'm going to pick out of group 2 is this option card 6. Okay, so I'll go to the original group 2, find option card 6. Okay, so it's the 4, 11, 20, 27. Okay, so I'll put that down here. So there's the 20, the 27, the 43, the 52, and the 59. Okay, so far the numbers that are really sticking out are the 27 and the 59. Okay, so I'll back to the next one. Let's see what else I have here in blue. Nothing. So I'll go to the orange one. I know I have like 3 or 4 of them that I picked in this orange area. So I'll take a look at those. Okay, so the first one is orange number 4. So again, I'll go back to the original. Find orange number 4. Okay, so it's the 21 across and the 49 across. Okay, so the 21, the 23, the 24, and the 52. Okay, so now we'll go off back to the next one. And number 15. So again, I go to the original, go to number 15, and it's the 1 to the 64 right across. So I'll go to the game card, let's see what's left. And there's nothing here. Okay, so I go on, gotta just keep on going. So I'll go into the green area, see what's left in here. Number 6 green, I'll see if there's anything left. Six, 13, 22, all the way down. So I'll go with 6, 13, 29, 45. Okay, so I'll see what's next. Oops. Okay. There's the 6. Okay, so that's it. Out to the purple. See if I have anything in purple. Okay, I didn't pick anything in purple, but I got one brown. So I'll see what that looks like. This is 6 down to the 62. So the only one left is 6. Okay, so I'll go back. Number 3 brown. See what that looks like. The 5 and the 34. So I got 5, 13, 21, 29, and there's nothing here in the 34. Okay, so I'll go back. See what else is there. Okay, number 12 brown. I think it's going to hit. Okay, it's a 7 and the 35. Okay, so I got the 16 and the 24. And the 52 and the 59. There's that 59 again, so hopefully that will come up. I think I'm going to go with that. So I'll see what's left in the brown. I got nothing more, so now it's the gray and the yellow. I think I got one hit here in the gray, and I know I got several in the yellow. So okay, so I got nothing in the gray. So number 3 yellow, I think it's going to hit. Okay, so we'll go back to option card number 3, and it's the 7 and the 36. So I got the 15, the 23, and the 52. Okay, so I'll see what's next. Okay, the 13 yellow. So again, I'll find 13. Okay, it's the 1 to the 4 and the 37 to the 40. And there's nothing there. Okay, so I'll see what else I got. Number 15 yellow. Okay. So the 13 and the 21. And the 52. Just double check that. Yeah, the 52. Okay, so that's all I have for the picks for now. Okay. So now it's off to the next strategy. Picking my numbers. Okay, so to pick my numbers, I'm going to go back through the whole system here. Okay, so I'm going to start with the game card, and I think that there's going to be 4 colors. Okay, so then I'm going to go to the individual numbers. And you can see that 4 groups is hit in the last 3 drawings. Okay, so the 60s is a group, the 50s, the 40s. Okay, so I'm thinking that there's probably going to not be 4 groups. Okay, I think it's either going to be 3 groups or 5 groups, and I think it's going to be 3 groups. Okay, so uh, again, I'm not sure which ones they are just yet, but I just think it's going to be 3 groups. Okay, so back to the 50-50 picks here. The thing that really sticks out to me is this red and blue. Okay, so I think it's going to be more blue numbers than red numbers. Okay, so that's the thing that really sticks out to me. Okay, and they're probably going to be, well, I'm not sure if they're going to be high or low. So I'll go back to the game card and choose my numbers, and the numbers I'm going with for this drawing are 13, 21, 28. So you can see that I blocked out the 28, but with all these picks, I just can't be right on all of them. So I'm going to bring a couple of numbers back, and 28 is one of them, and 51 is one of them. Okay, so my next number is the 51 and the 59. Okay, so I'll have 4 colors: 13 purple, 21 red, 28 orange, 51 and 59 green. Okay, and this will give me the 3 groups that I'm looking for. Okay, 13 is a group, the 21 and 28 is a group, and the 51 and the 59 is a group. Okay, so hopefully those will come up, and we'll see what happens. Okay, folks, I'm always looking for people to play my game. Instead of charging a fee to play, I like to charge a commission for using my system. 1% if you get all 5 white balls correct. Alright, you can read the fine print, and if you're interested, email me at trm6776@gmail.com, and I will email you the link. Okay? Alright, folks, I appreciate you watching, and best of luck with your picks.